Guys, so this armored-looking figure appears. This is page 87.
I just want to say that I'm readying an arrow behind the podium.
Sure. So it's completely armored figure. Comes to life. It's carrying a shield. And he's just, you can't really make out a face underneath. He's got a horn helmet and there's a couple of glowing eyes inside the helmet. And he'll come into full figure. And he'll reach towards the crystal. And
does he look badass?
Huh? Yeah, it looks pretty badass as he reaches towards the crystal and starts squeezing on it. And it actually, the crystal starts to contract. And it's like he's squeezing the crystal into dust into his hand, and it takes him a little while, but eventually the crystal forms into just dust in his hand, which he then brings to his face, and it looks like he inhales the entire thing.
Oh God!
At that point, this bright light just explodes from there, but contained within the shield itself. And when the light goes away, you guys avert your eyes for a second as it's incredibly bright. The 4 hooded figures are gone, and you no longer see the shimmering field either.
I shoot a random arrow in the general area of where the armored guy was standing. I just shoot it.
Give me a sec. Just need to.
What is that?
I'm gonna hold
that's the figure that appeared.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay, you can shoot an arrow at him, and after that we'll roll initiative.
Yeah, I'm holding mine.
Alright, so do I get anything for like surprise bonus or anything?
No, because he's not surprised at all.
He's not surprised?
No.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
So he's facing me then, I guess?
Yeah, he's facing your general direction.
Right,
He wasn't looking at you, any of you in particular, but he sees you guys.
11.
That'll miss. It just kind of hits him on the chest and bounces off. It looks like he's just an entire suit of armor. Like, you don't see any skin whatsoever.
How big is
gonna
this
be
guy?
fun, guys.
He's medium size. He's human size.
Alright, so we roll initiative.
Yeah, let's roll some initiatives.
22.
Not bad.
8.
He rolls an 11.
I don't go last.
Or do you?
Alright, so we've got Alastair in front with a 22. Shock with another 8.
Does he tie with
I got a 15.
And you get a 15.
Oh, that's the old result, so
Yeah.
I'm last. Dead last. Hopefully not dead, but I'm definitely last.
Okay, Alastair, go ahead. And this guy holds a shield and a longsword.
Does this longsword look like a normal sword, or does it look peculiar?
From where you are and where you can tell, it just looks like a sword.
From what I can tell, from where I look. Okay. So...
You're behind a podium a little bit
well,
further away.
I already got my bow up, so I'll take another shot with that.
Go for it.
17.
That'll stick into a little piece of his armor, and he looks a little wincingly, so go ahead and roll damage.
What's the damage for the composite?
I believe it's
short bow?
D6.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is my first hit during this session.
And with a bow.
And it's with a bow. We'll see the damage now.
2. Okay. Take 2 damage.
It's not a 1, at least. Okay.
Takes 2 damage, and you can definitely see that it did something, but he doesn't seem all that disturbed by it. Diff.
Wait, he didn't move?
Or sorry, Alastair, did you want to move?
No. I'm just standing there.
Okay.
I'm yelling at him. Move up! You're a frontline guy. What the hell?
Do
Coward.
what I say.
Well, he
I
went.
call him coward. Okay.
He went
Good.
first, and he's not moving. So, Diff, your turn.
Okay.
Alright, so this guy looks pretty... Oh, you didn't move at all, Sagan?
He did not.
No.
Alright, so I guess I'm going to move... I'll move back here and I'll let fly the arrow I had not.
Okay.
And I missed.
right.
Unsurprisingly.
So you shoot a bow. You're paladin. You don't really shoot bows. You know, you kind of like
Well,
practice
I mean-
a few times at an archer range. You know, it's not something you focused on, and so you notch it and you aim, and then you let go, and it just shoots wildly to the other side.
I giggle.
All right. It is his turn. He moves at normal speed. 1, 2, 5, 15, 20, 5, 15, 20, 25. So you are the closest one to him, so he'll move up here to attack you.
Yay.
Well, at least it's not smart.
Does a 14 hit?
Oh.
Okay. That'll be his turn.
Alright. So it's my turn then.
Shock. Shock.
Oh, shock.
No, it isn't. Okay. As I move up, I'll coward to Sigan. And I
Yeah,
move
y'all are dead.
1, 2, 3, 4. I move here, which is fine. I should be fine. And I hit him with my glaive.
Sure.
And I have +1 on that because I have magic weapon for 1 round, and I miss terribly.
Yep. So you take your glaive and you whack him, and it just bongs right off his armor.
He's so hard.
Is there anything special about his armor that we can see? Just regular armor?
I mean, it looks like really well constructed, you know, and it's covering his entire body. Like there's
It's
not
not
a
black?
there's not a part of him that is not armored. He's got one of those armors which, you know, has like the eye and then like the slit for the face, so like kind of like T-shape. And
Yeah.
then inside of there you see, you know, a couple of, like red looking, like it's red glowing eyes, but other than that you don't see any sort of skin.
Alright, so it's my turn again, I think.
Yes.
And
And it's like a brownish armor, not black. It's
Okay,
it's the same color as the spire was.
Okay, so I don't think I can reach this guy and attack him, can I?
Let's see, 5, 15, 20. You can get to the front of the top of the stairs in one move action. So you can. The only way you can get to him is if you double move. If you go to the right of where you are right now.
Yeah.
If
do I
you
have to take the stairs? Can't I?
now, if you want to try to jump off, if you want to like clamber over the podium and like jump off, you'd have to make some skill checks. You know, you have to make a quick skill and probably an acrobatics. But you are, you know, you'll have to take into consideration how good you are at those things.
Yeah. Well, I'll make a
it wouldn't be particularly hard, but you know, if you fail, you would fall on your face possibly.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna do that, so I'll just take a double move or whatever it was called and go
Sure.
to him.
Okay, you can double move basically right next to Diff without drawing any attack opportunities.
All right, there.
Okay.
I dropped the bow behind the podium.
Okay.
I just dropped it.
Sure. Diff, go ahead.
Okay, so the lanyard that I have lets me drop my bow as a free action.
Sure.
So it just falls to my side.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pull out my sword. And
So
attack.
let me. I just want to tell you real quick. If you want to step on space behind you or to the side of you where there's pews, or if you want to like back up diagonally, it wouldn't be a 5-foot movement. It'd be because it's considered to be difficult terrain. So it'd be 10-foot movement. So you wouldn't be able to 5-foot step into either of those 3 squares behind you, or onto the stairs. You can move. The only places where you can 5-foot step to is down diagonally to the left and to the right.
I'm just gonna try to punch him in the face.
Okay, I'm just letting you know, just general movement stuff.
18.
That's
18.
cool.
That'll hit
Pretty
him.
good.
So you
Good.
you take your thin blade and you strike at him, and you know, stuff chips off his armor and looks a little beaten. Go ahead and roll
Forgot
damage.
about my eagle.
Points worth
Damn
of
it.
stuff.
So 2, 6. And we're at 8. Okay.
One more than I did.
Can I get my eagle attack in now? I forgot about it during my turn.
Sure, you can. Well, we'll take care of
Wait,
it.
did
Next
he come inside?
Damn.
Yeah, is he? Did he come into the temple with you?
Yeah, of course. He's perching on my shoulder whenever we're not in combat.
Sure.
We're best buds. He's my.
So
Yeah.
taking 8 damage so far. All right. It'll be his turn. You hit him, so he's gonna strike back at you. He's actually gonna move over here, and he'll strike at you. Uh, 19 will hit you, right?
Yep.
I'll deal.
Is 19 a crit?
No, it's not a natural 19. It's just with this plus.
Okay.
It'll deal. It'll deal 7 damage.
Jeez.
It's pretty good.
I'm down to 4.
And that'll be his turn.
So I'll move up to him. And I'll probably, because you can strike diagonally, right? So I'll step there
Yes.
and I'll attack him
Sure.
twice. 18 and 17.
Both of those will hit.
Yeah.
Now. Here comes the damage. Let's see, what do I roll? Character sheet. D10
I believe it's
plus...
D10 plus like 4.
Yeah, because my modifier is 4.
Yes.
So first the bastard sword for 12.
Not bad.
And the short sword for D6 plus... I get the full, or do I get half?
It's
Okay,
half
yeah.
strength, so it would be D6 plus 2.
Yes. And 6. So... yeah, 12 and 6.
Okay, you just wail on him as hard as you can, connect 2 solid connects, put your full strength to it, and it staggers him a lot, but he's still up.
Holy shit, this dude's tough.
Alright, Shock.
Alrighty then. What? What?
It's your
Say
turn.
something? Okay.
Oh yeah, he
I
did
move
that.
up.
Okay,
I move up and I do my breath weapon
sure.
for 5 damage, unless he saves.
He does, but let's see, 2. That's technically 2. Yeah, so you spray cold all over him, and even though he manages to mostly move out of the way, enough of him catches that it just solid blast basically straight into his face, and he'll actually crumble, and in front of your eyes he will crumble back into this brownish dust. And you've taken him out.
Yay! Who got the killing blow, Alastor? Gee!
Fucker.
All right.
Yes.
So, I'll step towards the dust, and I'll bend down on my knees, and I'll just like take not a handful, but like just a bit of the dust, and like just see how it is in my
Sure. I mean,
my
so
hand.
you pick it up, you feel it in your hand. It feels almost like sand. But I mean, it really what it really feels like is if somebody took a rock and just smashed it into really tiny grains, which is essentially sand.
I'm
So
gonna
yeah,
put some in my pocket pouch.
Sure.
In
I
my
just
pouch,
brush
yeah.
it off, and I smell my hand afterwards. Does it?
It
How does it
smells
smell?
like your hand.
Oh, so it
It has
doesn't
no.
smell anything.
Yeah,
this
no,
thing.
it doesn't have any particular
Has no
aroma.
fragrance, no
Nope.
perfume.
I'm gonna go back over to. Is
Yeah.
Barrack back awake?
So
I'd like to do a
as you're.
knowledge arcana test on this guy. Does that give me anything?
What is he? Um. Yeah, go for it.
I'd also like to cast guidance before I do that, which is a +1 on one roll. So let's go. That's an int check.
okay.
Whoops. And that's +2 on that result. Sorry, that
So-
doesn't save that.
So that's your Arcana
20.
check.
Yeah, Arcana check is 20.
Okay. You know this to be of some sort of magical construct.
Hmm.
It doesn't have so there's no being inside of it. It's basically a thing that's made from magic. That it's just like a giant suit of walking armor.
It's terrifying. Okay. I think
So
I
does
know
he tell
what
the party
I
that?
need to know.
Do you?
You know that it wouldn't require stuff like it can't be hurt by diseases, poisons, any sort of drains, anything of that sort, because it's a magically constructed enemy.
Okay. Well, I start walking towards
So okay,
the
so
gap too.
as you guys start doing that, Vark will actually, you see him starting to clamber back up and picks his sword up and it's like, and he'll see you walking back. It's like, he's holding his head like, well, what happened?
I'm gonna quickly say you missed the fight of your life, Commander.
You foolishly charged into magic and were just knocked out.
Oh, I cannot believe this.
They summoned a construct of a pure armor, a living armor of sorts, to fight us. It was a strong creature.
I
Crap
should
out of
have.
it, though.
Unfortunately,
I should have
the
known.
mages disappeared.
I should have known better. Better than this. Well, fantastic job.
Yeah. We should check upstairs too before we leave.
There's no upstairs. Those stairs
there's
just
just
stairs?
stairs?
they're stairs like if it's like a raised podium essentially.
Yeah, I've already checked.
Okay. I got it now. Okay, I get it.
It's
I
a
get
it's a
it.
pretty simple temple as it is.
Yes. Okay, that's cool. Well, I think that cult may have been up to something.
Yeah, the mages that were summoning the armor got away, unfortunately.
Well, they
Just
they
banished
didn't get
in there.
they didn't get away so much as they disappeared when the construct was summoned.
Yeah, well, they obviously fled because we're awesome, and they knew they couldn't take us on. Come on.
Yeah, I'm obviously the best because I got the killing blow.
Okay.
They can't stand the power of good.
When a shaman hits, he hits hard.
All right. So
Metal gets
What do you
brittle
guys-
when it's cold. Okay, I'm gonna check around the room
Mhm.
and see if I can find anything left of the mages around the circle here.
there's where the pillar was. There's like a little bit of a burnt marking on the carpet, but that's about all you see from here. Like that uh, blue thing in the middle is basically a carpet that would be going all the way up to the podium.
Right.
Well,
Next time we should maybe try and take someone alive so we can actually ask them what's going on.
well, I mean,
And
there's
I
a
would-
few bodies outside, and we don't know
Actually,
for sure if
there's no guarantee they could even speak. I mean, those were vicious monsters, all of them.
yeah, at least
Well,
the insect thing.
You know, Vark knows that Asmars and Tieflings, they're not like common races, but they are known races, and they generally
Oh,
speak.
okay.
The other piece of information though is that Reginald Bartleby V never heard any of them talk, even though it
Yeah.
looked like they were communicating. Never.
Yeah,
heard
I do
any of them
remember
talk.
Well,
that. I do remember
Well,
that.
you know, I don't get magic, so whatever. Clearly,
Yeah, exactly.
something with magic. It's always magic. So,
That
Right.
dang magic.
And I
yeah.
think it would be safe to say that we passed your little test.
Just it kind of sighs. And we'll have a full report when we get back.
All
I
right.
chuckle.
Well, what do you think, Commander Bark? Should we be
Bark? Did
moving
you
back?
just call him Bark?
Yeah, Bark.
This is still your operation as much as I interfered.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's much we can do in this room at least, so let's go check out the surroundings and see if there's anything on the outside.
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
We should also let the townsfolk know we dealt with the problem.
Oh, you mean Reginald? The fifth? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I
think.
mean, yeah, he claimed to be like, yeah, I'm the only one left, but I don't trust that guy. There's more people here, I can tell.
So what you're saying is we should interrogate him.
Not necessarily, I mean, he hasn't done anything wrong, he could have just said that
I mean,
to
you
protect
were
the
talking
other-
about torture before, but I didn't know you were.
What?
Hey,
No,
hey,
I've never mentioned torture. What the...
Not going to be torturing anyone.
Of
Let's
course
go
not.
outside.
Don't be
It's for the
ridiculous.
greater good, Paladin. It's for the greater good, okay?
Let's go outside and see what's going
We need to
on.
know.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do
we
that.
go.
Okay. When you step outside, city still looks generally the same. You do know that eventually you'll probably want to meet up with the other parties to see what they've seen. As I said, you were split into 4 quadrants.
I just want to walk around the house and see if I can see anything that looks out of the ordinary or at all interesting.
I mean, there's still the dead body of that weird insectal creature, but other than that,
Maybe we should bring that with us.
I give it a quick glance as we, like, pass
Maybe
it.
we should bring the spider or the head or something with us. Just show it off. And maybe someone will know what it was, exactly
Why?
where it came
That's
from.
just disgusting. Why would you want a big insect head? I mean, we got
Because
the
I'm
report.
interested in who it was that sent these things. Maybe that will help
So you're not
us.
gonna find out just by having its head.
and
What if I bring? What if
As-
I bring the head
as-
and one leg?
as Vark says to you, we'll bring their coverings. That should be enough to go on.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree.
fine. I grab coverings then. No, wait, I don't. I don't grab anything. I'm almost cumbered.
Vark will pick them up and.
Great. Okay, let's leave this place then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys continue wandering the streets. You don't see really anything in your area. You patrol around, but catch no other glimpses of any figures, human townsfolk or otherwise.
I tell the eagle to go check from above and attack me if it sees anything.
Okay. Your eagle dragon
Well,
turns.
It's going to attack you because
I
you
mean
said
dragon.
anything.
Sorry, I keep saying
Your
eagle.
eagle dragon takes off, flies around
It's
as
going
you
to
guys
attack you
walk
now.
around, comes back down, just hops back on your shoulder.
Okay, guys,
Didn't see
there's no one
anything.
here. Alcida knows best. You best believe. Alcida stories.
Yep. And as you walk
So let's
around.
try and
How
get up with the other guys.
how much longer do you guys want to walk around?
At this
We'll
point,
walk
I'm
around.
just thinking we should find the other
Probably.
guys.
Yeah, just like I think we should walk to the area where we first saw the townsman. What the fifth guy, whatever. I don't remember his name.
Reginald
Mine.
Bartleby the Fifth.
Reginald.
Or
Okay, so I suggest we search that area first because we encountered him there. So he's probably around.
Sure. You walk back towards that general area. Reginald Bartleby the Fifth is, I mean, he's not standing there anymore.
I scream his name, like right out.
Reginald.
Reginald.
And you, I mean, how long do you wait to see if he comes out, or?
5 minutes.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean, you stand around for 5. Do you just keep on shouting the entire time?
I shout twice.
Shout twice. Okay. I mean, nobody comes to you, but he's a pretty old guy. Who knows? It's possible that he met up with, some of the other members of your party. It's possible that he found his ultimate demise. It's possible that he's just old and can't hear you.
Found his ultimate demise. Yeah, he probably slipped inside and broke his neck or something.
Well, or he charged foolishly at something with a rake, but
that's cold,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, I think
Well,
we can call it there for today.
sure. Vark tells you guys, eventually that you should probably head to the center of town. That's where everyone was supposed to meet once they were all done.
yeah, so we'll do
Alright.
that.
And it's
then.
a very
And
central
we'll let
location,
you know.
central square. So,
Definitely head to the center of the town.
sure. A couple of the other teams are already there. This one's still lagging behind. You start exchanging information. Vark informs the other members that you guys ran into some of these hooded figures. The other ones, a few of them, other ones nod. You see actually a couple of other town folk looking guys around. So there were other people in the town, but they were all talking to each other, and you can hear them talk about where they were hiding. Yeah, I hid in the cellar of my uncle's storehouse, and I lived off of the peanuts that came from the tavern above. That sort of stuff going on.
Do we see Reginald anywhere?
You do not see Reginald anywhere.
So there were more like mercenaries here from the other groups, right?
Yeah, so there's two of the groups have reported in. There's one still waiting around.
So I'll walk up to like the general area of the group and
Sure.
ask if there was any casualties. Any reported casualties?
Casualties from the mercenary side?
Yeah, and if any of the townspeople have been found dead or anything.
There were no dead bodies. There are some dead bodies now from a few other groups of those hooded figures that appeared. They were also dispatched by the mercenary group.
Yeah, of course.
But all the townsfolk that were found were still alive
And unharmed.
and unharmed. Other than,
Do I see any sort of authority figure around?
none from the town, no.
No, I meant from our mercenary band. Is there like a
I mean, all of them are our
captain
seniors,
or
basically.
Yeah, all of them are seniors. Vark is probably actually the highest ranking out of all of them.
Okay, got it.
He went with the newbies to help us out,
So this
Temporary
kind of
help.
central point seems like a good point to stop for today.
Yeah. So lastly, the last group will eventually show up. Bringing up the rear is Reginald Bartleby the Fifth. He's got his still rake and he's looking very, very proudly. And he immediately runs over to the other townsfolk and starts telling his tale of heroics, and the other townsfolk kind of just really wish he wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to that guy. I don't know if we can do it this session, but
Sure.
if we can, I'd like to pull him to the side and speak to him.
All right. Well, we can. We've been going about 3 hours. Did you guys want to finish it off here?
Yeah, we're gonna finish it off today.
Okay. All right. So that'll be episode number 1 of Natural 20. Thanks you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I hope the other players had fun. In your first day of D&D, at least 3.5, if nothing else.
So we'll have the the VODs up on YouTube.
Yep. They will be under youtube.com/Madden42Gaming. All right, so there's the YouTube for it. It'll be there a little bit later. I gotta, edit it down to various sizes, not 3 hours long. Anyway, so yeah. As for us, any final shout outs you want to give? Other Daniel?
Well, if you're not already following JP and his channel and all of the D&D shows that he has there, you should probably definitely check them out over at twitch.tv/hitmejp. And also reddit.com/r/JP. And I'm sure all of us would like it if you followed us on Twitter. We have on the overlay, we have our Twitter handle.
Yep.
Yes.
By the way, Sigan, you'll have to fix it, but my Twitter is imagine_42. The underscore is important because somebody else has imagine42, and that's not me.
I'll get to fix that.
Okay, I'll just letting you know. Sig, any final shout-outs from you?
I mean, it was pretty well said. What Daniel just said. Just big shout out to JP. I love his stuff. And he actually allowed us to post this on his subreddit to sort of promote our show a little bit. He also, I believe, retweeted Daniel on Twitter. So that really helped us out a lot. And yeah, just I want to say thank you to the viewers who stuck with us for the entire show. It was really fun and interesting. It was my first time experiencing Dungeons and Dragons on my own. Not like watching, but actually interacting and getting to play myself. So, yeah, thanks to all of you.
Yep. And Darth, any final words?
I'd like to give a shout out to Sigan's random seeding. That was quite entertaining. Watching him roll all those terrible rolls. Just remarkable. The consistency was just incredible.
That was a big part of that last one.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who watched. I know a new D&D show is so hard to get into, especially since there's quite a few really good ones right now, but I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, and I really look forward to next week. And thanks a lot to Daniel for stepping up and DMing. It's always hard to find a good DM, but I think you're really good. Actually, I thought that was awesome, so I'm psyched for next week.
Well, thank you. And as for me, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I've been looking to get back. I was hoping to play, but I actually have DMing experience, various amounts from different editions, so I figured I might as well do it. Yeah, as for myself, once again, you can follow me on Twitter down over here, but there's an underscore between Imagine and 42, so just keep that in mind. You can also follow my Twitch channel here. I stream a bunch of different stuff at random times. We're going to try to play again, I'm going to guess, next weekend, Saturday?
Yeah, I'm good for it.
Yeah.
It might.
Sure.
We might do it earlier. We're hoping to do it at 9 PST, which is around noon EST, because
6 CEST?
yeah, we have 12
CEST.
Yeah. So it'd be 6 o'clock Euro time because we do have a European
Actually,
guy
CET.
here. But
Two of us are European.
Yeah.
And we want to avoid JP's stream.
Yeah, we have to avoid JP's stream at this point. So we're going to try to definitely do it on Saturdays. Sometimes it might be on somewhere else. So feel free to follow us on Twitter. We'll tweet it out. And also, it'll probably be on JP's subreddit, so r/hitmejp. Yeah, I think that'll pretty much do it for us for today. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time.
Are we offline?